happy that again you're here in this channel so that we continue learning more about issues to do with finances. And today we're going to look at some components that are basic that we can use for us to have a good, wise way of spending money and having succeed in terms of the use of money. So before we proceed, I want to make a request. If you can hit on the subscription button and also if you can hit on the notification bar, because once you do that, any uploaded video in this channel, you'll be the first one to get. So we want to look at different area in these uh, uh, different topics that are going to help us in terms of making sure that we are stable financially and we have a financial freedom. So here is Anthony. Let me continue with what we're going to discuss today. So one of the things that you need to put in mind is spending less. When I talk about spending less, is you have to make sure that you control your spending. Remind yourself every time that you don't need to be more in consuming things that are not important. You have to look at the basic things that are realistic, and you have to look at your boundary. You have to see where you can really your financial situation, and you have to make sure that you build on the muscles of where you are in order to make sure that you achieve your goal. So when you have an increment, then you continue having to stretch. So making sure that your financial spending is like elastic. Uh, Another thing that you need to identify, if you want to be more smart, you have to look at some things that you can say is like the quick wins. When I talk about the quick wins, I mean that you have every time to take inventory of all the bills and that you need to pay regularly. Like for example, we have the phone, we have the internet, we have the car insurance, and you have to brainstorm on them. And then once you brainstorm on them, then you have to take a phone call and call the customer care and try to negotiate. When you negotiate, you'll find that uh, some services that you know is not really important, you can cancel them out. But some services that you know it's important, you can still use them. But when you negotiate what you pay, maybe you have some discount that you didn't know that you can still use in for you to have a big win. We have other things that you also need to make sure that you get involved in planning. Like we have the some things that we have to pay, and that one you have no any excuse. For example, we have those big expenses that we have. In most cases, you'll find that most people, the big expenses might be the housing, transportation, and food, and that's where many people get trouble in terms of their financial spending, because you'll find that most family they live in very expensive houses, and looking at their income, then it doesn't really make sense. And also things like the food, maybe they go to buy food in some store that is very expensive, and they don't have more money, and all these products are just the same. It's only that some store or some wholesale supermarkets have been placed in a certain place that they want also to be more attractive to the people who have money. So, but the product that are sold in those store and the product that are sold in the other store is the same. Or you can involve yourself in buying food in a bulk. Yeah, buying food in a bulk that will take you in a period of 3 to 6 months or even 2 months. So that is going to avoid you to be going to buy food every time. So with that, you're going to at least lower the amount of money that you use in terms of the food. We have the transportation, because you find that, like, if you know that you don't have a car and you have to use the Uber or taxi, and or the bus, then you have to look at both the transportation things that will take money from you, and look at what really is more cheaper and what is really expensive. So at the end of the time, so you're not going to waste a lot of money in both food, transportation, and rent. Another thing that you need also to look at, you have to learn how to earn extra money. When I talk about extra money, because maybe the pay that you get every month, it's not really enough, and there is no way you can increase it because you tried to look for a better job. If you get that, is better, but if you don't really be in position to get that better job, then you have to look at other ways of earning money. You know, we live in a we don't live in a traditional uh, way of life, because at the time that we are living in, you know, we are used to, because our parents have trained us to do things in a traditional route. Traditional route is you have to get a job, you have to climb in the corporate ladder, you have to get promotions, you have to different way of getting skills and getting promotion and getting job that will take a long time, to the extent that maybe you are almost to the retirement when you have not even saved a lot that is going to be helping you when you're out, and maybe when you get maybe chronic ill and other things. So at the end, it becomes so difficult for you to deserve some promotions because maybe of your health reason and other things. So, but we live in a period whereby people are talking more of non-traditional route of earning money, whereby kids don't want to be doctor no more. They don't want to be lawyers. They try to work. You try to encourage them about having a profession, but they want to be YouTuber. They want to be social influencer. They want to be internet famous. They want to be in a market and business world. They are talking about more of being an entrepreneur. So if you look at all that, you have to balance between the two, that at the end you see that as you are also in the traditional route of getting money, then you have to have like side hustle where you'll get some other incomes that will be, you'll have some side income stream that will also be coming in to help you to you have a passive income that will help you also to have good rest, and you can also work what you're doing either as a part-time in your professional field, or you can do both and balance the two, and at the end you don't you still have something in your bank account. Either you are saving for your future investment, or you also saving for your retirement and many other things. So we have different investment plans and many other things that are there, but we have to make sure that you are making everything to have the right approach uh, to uh, to whatever you do. But at the end result, you have to make sure that the consistency and working extra hard matters a lot, but also you need a lot of rest. So anyway, thank you very much for being with me in this channel, and I want to appreciate very much for you being with us here, and you learn more about how to use your finances, and how to have a wise spending, and how to try to open up your mind to have different ideas of getting the passive income that is going to help you also in many other ways. Anyway, thank you very much. I want to make another request. If you can hit on that subscription button, I will really appreciate, because you'll be showing us support, and also you can hit on the notification bell. When you do that, every video that we put in this channel, you'll be the first one to get. And don't forget to like and also share, because when you do that, you'll also be increasing the viewer in our channel, and that will be so great for us. Anyway, thank you very much, and God bless you.